what are your strengths? That's a question that won't miss in any of the interviews that you are attending. And here are tips on how to respond to that question on what are your strengths. My name is Polly Mwangi, a human capital consultant. You could start with your analytical strengths. Doesn't matter if you are interviewing for an analyst position or a general position. You could bring in your strengths in interpreting data and results. An interviewer would want to hear how you interpret data or results. Making decisions. How good are you at making decisions? Are you a problem solver? Do you think critically? Those are things you could talk about when you are dealing with analytical strengths. Then you could also look at communication strengths. How do you speak? How do you give feedback? How do you handle tough conversations? Do you listen with the intent to understand, not to respond? How is your negotiation? Doesn't matter if you are a marketer or you are in sales. There is always time for us to negotiate. Management strengths. It won't matter if you are a manager or you are interviewing for a management position, but there are some management traits that are required in the different positions. Are you good in delegating? Talk about it. Do you focus on results? For example, you could put it result-oriented. That's a strength. How do you handle conflicts? Do you set realistic goals? Teamwork. You could say that you are good in teamwork. For example, you have emotional intelligence. So you are able to work with different people within a team. You notice when others need help because you have a high emotional intelligence. You take charge when needed. That's why we talked about management skills. Even if you are not interviewing for a manager position, you know when to take charge when needed. Work style strengths. You are adaptable. You could look at that. You could talk about being adaptable. Whenever an assignment requires you to change, you are able to change and adapt very quickly. You are proactive. You don't wait for things to happen. You find creative solutions when there are issues. Every employer is looking for somebody that is creative, that can offer solutions to things that occur within a department. You are able to prioritize. Then at times, you will answer job-specific strengths. So what position are you interviewing for? Have you looked at the requirement for that particular job? For example, if you are interviewing for a marketing or sales position, you would talk about your strength in negotiation. You could talk about always being able to close a deal because you are a person with high negotiation skills. So you will be able to respond to that and say, I am a good negotiator. For example, in my current position, I found when the team had closed sales worth 3 million. We are currently at 6 million because out of the deals that have been assigned to me, I've been able to have a success of 85%. So I am a very good negotiator. Those are tips of responding to the question of talk about your strengths at an interview. So when you go next to your interview, you could consider a few of those tips. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, to share, to subscribe to my channel, and you'll be notified anytime we post content such as this. Good luck in your next interview.